get your stuff ready.
We need more home support workers in the Northwest Territories. This is an interesting career with lots of room for personal growth. It's also an excellent way to start working in the healthcare field. This just might be the job for you. This video tells you about the training involved to become a home support worker and what the work is like.
There's other people coming?
We'll meet home support workers, students, and teachers.
I love my job. Like I say, it's exciting, it's different.
You don't get bored, you're always doing something different every day.
I like helping people who have a hard time helping themselves.
I like the communication part of it.
It's a really good experience, both being in school and working in the community.
I think the home support worker is a very good field to get into.
They like the job satisfaction and the paycheck.
Susan Miller. She's a community health nurse and an instructor in the Home Support Workers program at Arctic College in Inuvik.
You're taking the basic knowledge of health and well-being and personal care and caring for people in their homes.
You're going to hang on to me or you're going to feel all right?
That's what home support workers do. They make it possible for people who need assistance to get the help they need so they can continue to live in their community.
And the communities are beginning to feel hope that people who wish to stay in the community and be looked after are going to be able to do that. And that is one of the roles of the home and community support worker, to enable that process.
If you have your grade 10 math and English credits, you can apply to become a home support worker. Here's what happens during the year when you're earning your diploma. You attend Aurora College for several short periods of classroom instruction. On-the-job experience is a major part of your course. You get to join a qualified home support worker and visit clients in their homes. A lot of what you learn takes place in your own community. This part of the course is long-distance learning. It takes place on computers and over the internet at your community learning center.
What we've tried to do here is to have some flexibility within the program so that parts of it can be done in their home community and parts of it can be done at the college here in Inuvik or in a regional center.
That's Linda McConnell, a regional home care coordinator in Inuvik. If you find the technology of long-distance learning intimidating, don't worry. You'll get all the support you need at the Learning Center and from the college.
I'm at this end. I also talk to students on the phone. Plus, they all have an adult educator and a tutor in the classroom at the other end. So there's a lot of human contact and interaction, not just technology.
The computer network connects all the learning centers with the college. One way or another, you're always in touch with your fellow students.
First of all, you get to meet the other students and you get a chance to be able to work together with them and sort of learn all at the same time and to share experiences.
I have never worked on didn't know how to work a computer. Now that it's open to me, it's cool and a lot of fun.
That's Willie Kuptana. He's a student in the Home Support Worker course.
All care in the home, all housekeeping.
You'll get to meet your classmates when you travel back and forth to Aurora College in Inuvik. There are several of these trips built into the course.
And because we realize that it's not easy for everybody to leave home for 6 or 7 months at a time, we've tried to break it up. So we'll have the students come into Inuvik for 3 weeks, learn some of the courses that they need to do here, and then go back home again.
There's a clinical part of the course where students go out with home support workers and help them with their clients.
Are you feeling okay?
This is Cassie. She's a student in the Home Support Workers course and really values the clinical aspect of the course.
You wouldn't know anything unless you had people to understand and people to work with. You got to have hands-on. You can't just read what you have to do from a textbook.
After a year, you'll be a qualified home support worker.
If you're interested in trying and you're interested in learning new things, then give it a try. If you like working with people, you'll probably do well.
This is not a job where you work alone. You're an important member of the healthcare team in your community. Being a home support worker is all about teamwork.
Within each of the health centers, we've got nursing staff, we've got the community health representatives, the CHRs, and then we also have the home support workers, and they work really closely together to make sure that they've got a really clear picture of what's going on in the lives of their clients.
They are the link between the health centers and the communities, and between the professionals and between the clients.
Geraldine McRae has worked as a home support worker in Inuvik and Yellowknife.
My day usually starts out with a morning huddle at the office with all the home support workers that are doing the day shift. We talk about our day and what clients we're going to be seeing. If we think there's any problems we may be having with a client, we'll discuss those with our supervisor, and our manager usually sits in on the meetings, and then we take it from there.
Vicki Grubin works out of the health center in Tuktoyaktuk.
I tell them what my plans are for the day, and if they need me to go see a client, then I'll make room in my schedule to go see them.
Will Sophie be coming in as often as she used to be, or more often?
I feel like I'm part of a team because I could communicate to any one of the nurses and they answer me. If I have a question about a client, they'll answer me right away.
The requirement of the job, I think, is a willingness to be open, to learn and to work as a team with other people, and to make the lives of some of the people in your community a little bit easier and a little bit healthier.
Rita Plunkett is a home support worker on the Hay River Reserve.
It's good to see them happy, you know, exchange jokes and whatever. They like that.
We have a lot of fun. It's great. Like, you have to experience spending time with the elder to realize like the type of sense of humor they have.
They always say something to make me laugh.
There's never a day, you cannot go through a day without a smile. You are smiling, I'd say, from morning until the time you go home.
Many of the people who take the course are really interested in helping elders live in safety and comfort in their homes. Just being with elders can be very rewarding.
They're really knowledgeable people to work with, and they're fun.
Keith Kneesey from Fort McPherson is about to graduate from the Home Support Workers course.
I felt the need to keep elders and clients at home rather than have them sent to long-term care in seniors' homes.
For myself, looking after the elders is one of the main things. I think they should be well taken care of, and that they know that somebody will be there for them.
And a lot of the feedback that we're getting is that many students like the opportunity to work with elders in their community. That they have always worked with elders, and they have a great respect for helping people out in their homes and in their lives so that they can stay in the community longer and stay independent and healthy.
Yeah, I have a pretty good relationship with people in my home community, and I know I feel that I have a pretty good connection with elders.
That was Ria McDonald, a student from Lutzelke. There's lots of opportunities in the healthcare field once you graduate. Charlotte Greenland has added to her skills by completing several physiotherapy courses.
It feels easier than the last time?
It is, yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, now I want you to come up with your left leg and down with your right leg. I find that very fulfilling, and they really appreciate that you're spending this time with them.
When you think about the home and community support worker from the perspective of the clients in the community and the residents of the community, who are for the most part elders, you can understand that it would be very comforting to have a familiar face walk through the door when you're not feeling well, when you need help, when you know this person for a long time. And it just is a real nice, comforting feeling to know that someone familiar is caring for you.
Okay?
I had to go out and get the trust of my clients before we were both comfortable. And now I could just walk in and do my thing.
And you do establish a role in the community, and you're eventually, like, you do a great job, you're respected by your elders. You in turn show respect to your elders.
If you like working with people of all ages, and if you like just having very good personal relationships with people, I think the home support worker is a very good field to get into.
As you can see, being a home support worker is not just about working with elders. In every community, there are people who will need your assistance at one time or another.
One day is never the same as the day before. It's exciting, and it's also a challenge.
A lot of people, when they think about a home support worker or a home care worker, they think of cleaning and house cleaning. And that may be something that the home support worker ends up doing from time to time, but it's not their main role.
I find the incentive for the job, to keep me going in this job, is the change from day to day. It's not routine.
That's how I got back to this stuff, and it really works good.
Every day is different. You're having fun. You're like driving around downtown, like giving people a ride. So you're always out in the community. You're never stuck in four walls all day long.
The more you do these exercises, you'll get your balance back a bit better.
Okay.
So, I deal not only with exercise programs at home, but I also lead like fitness groups throughout the week with different capabilities of people. I also do a diabetes program.
Ruth Goose works full-time as a home support worker in Inuvik.
How are you today? Oh, that's good. You had a good sleep. We start our morning by testing blood sugar levels, giving somebody a ride to the doctor, picking up medication, cutting up caribou meat, sweeping and mopping a floor, splitting fish. Even days, there might be that we would make dry meat if an elder wanted us to.
So they are also a very familiar part of the healthcare system that makes people feel good, makes them know that this person coming into their home understands everything about the way of life and the way of being in the community.
If you enjoy working with people of all ages and would rather not spend time all day working behind a desk, becoming a home support worker just might be the career that you're looking for.
The home support worker is really vital and important in the communities.
Hi, Ivy. Hi, Sherba. How are you?
They make sure that the patients are being cared for properly at home.
It just makes you feel good when you can go home at the end of the day and say, yes, I've done something. That's good, especially since you had breakfast this morning, so I wouldn't worry too much today.
I really enjoy working with people, and at the end of the day knowing that I did something good and made somebody else feel happy.
They're interested in what's going on around them, they're interested in their communities and in families in their communities, and they're just awesome people.
You too can be an awesome person in your community. For more information about training to become a home support worker, contact Aurora College or your Community Learning Center.